Instant Family tackles the topic of adoption in a humorous but always realistically heartfelt way. And it was inspired by the true story of writer and director Sean Anders.
Anders and assistant Mairead Green, who grew up in the foster care system and was adopted as a teen, joined film critic Pam Powell recently in Chicago to talk about the film. Here she is with more.
With November being National Adoption Awareness Month and your film Instant Family opening up on November 16th, tell me, what do you want people to know before they go and see this film?
Well, I'd love them to know that it's inspired by my own true story of adopting 3 kids out of the foster care system, as well as the stories of a lot of other families that I met with along the way. So what they're going to see, in addition to just being a really funny, heartfelt comedy, it's very authentic.
And Mairead, sitting next to Sean, can you tell us, you've got a really interesting story and connection with the film. Can you tell us a little bit, and Sean, chime in when you want.
Sure.
Well, Sean came to me. I met him, and he sent me the script, and I was able to read it and send back some notes on my own personal experience being in the foster system and then getting adopted. And it's just been a great experience overall.
Very good.
I met her. We interviewed a lot of families that had adopted teen girls, and then we interviewed some of those girls as well. And when I met Mairead, right away I knew that she had elements, the aspects of her personality that we wanted to put into this character.
And speaking of the cast, you have Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne as the main parents, our 2 parents in the film. Tell us about casting those 2 well-known and wonderfully casted people.
Well, in this movie, because the tone is a little bit different from what I normally do, that it's a very funny movie, but it also touches on some difficult areas and gets into some real drama. We needed to have 2 actors that could handle all of that. And when you think of Mark Wahlberg, who you think of Mark from The Other Guys, and then you think of Mark from The Fighter or Boogie Nights, he's one of those rare people that can do it all. And same with Rose, that Rose has been in these incredible dramas, but she's also one of the funniest people alive. So being able to get both of them together, and then discovering that they have this incredible chemistry.
Right. And
by the way, Mark also has a teen daughter the exact same age as the girl in the movie, and has younger kids as well, so he's right there in it.
This film, and I was adopted as well, and I think that is going to resonate with a lot of people, and I think maybe perceptions of adoption maybe back in the day in the 60s when I was adopted, a little different than they are today. Mairead, maybe you can answer this a little bit from your perspective. How do you hope this film will change people's perspectives?
I just really hope that it changes like the stereotypes associated with kids in foster care, and makes them seem that they're not scary, they're not damaged or have all this traumatic experiences that are going to carry on into their adult life. Like, they're great kids that they can do so much, and I really hope that this movie shows that.
And how about from your perspective, having adopted 3 children yourself?
Well, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, and that's partly why I wanted to tell a story about it. I'm not going to lie, it was really difficult at first, and that lends itself to good storytelling. But once we got through all of that, we got this great opportunity to fall in love with our kids and become, a real sort of, now we're just this normal, boring, regular family. but I love it.
Instant Family, starring Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne, opens in theaters across the nation this weekend.
Be sure to check out Real Talk with Chuck and Pam by giving them a like on Facebook.